It has been several Earth days since I've played this. Like maybe 4. Rest up for tomorrow, so we can't do anything. Honestly, I was a little disappointed playing this last time. I mean, something was going on, but stopping right when I'm disappointed in the story, like a little bit, because it's like this assassination plan is like comically complicated. It's like it's got to be telling you something's.
Good night.
I mean, it's obviously not gonna work, but it's got to be. It's not gonna work in some way that's that it like doesn't even get to happen, kind of thing. Maybe there's gonna be a betrayal here. It's a really bad plan.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del. You remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about
It'd be interesting to get 2 party members at once. I've been assuming one of them is gonna die, but it'd be interesting to get 2 at once. That like never happens.
They serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry, whether Forden's or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Like I can't think of a game where you get 2 party members at once, other than Minsk and Boo. But that's not there. Boo's not a full party member. But it's usually something like that, where one isn't controllable.
Will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips.
They've got the shakes.
It's the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
This guy's gonna get rushed and killed on stage at some point. Just gonna climb up there and beat him.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
I'm also kind of losing it with the plot in general, because for like all the racism and stuff, all the prejudice going on,
Stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover.
no one's like campaigning on it.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
You know, for as normal as it is.
It's just as I explained last night. Louise said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure
Although,
he succeeds.
The vote is really like spiritual. It's not like people ego making a decision, writing it down or whatever. It's not that. It's like what people really feel in their hearts, which like in real life people probably vote against their hearts a lot of the time. They vote against their conscience, probably. Because there's things like in-groups to worry about. Here, there's no like parties, and there's no like, oh, what do my friends think? Oh, I have to lie about how I voted. There's nothing of that. It's just like how people actually believe in this. It's not how it actually works.
Well,
in
see you at the show.
In America, at least.
Our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Many factors go into people's decisions, not just what they actually believe.
It'll be okay.
Which is why campaigning on things like prejudices work. Because, but here that wouldn't really work, because yeah, makes sense.
You little.
Huh?
It's good for the goose, it's good for the gurp.
Oh.
Head to the Opera House. Go do some Abe Lincoln stuff. Do we need to do anything? I don't think so. Other than head to the Opera House. Wonder if we can shop first. Because it is like the first Idols Day here.
Let's go.
Although maybe all the shops are closed. Oh, there's a guy here.
Greetings.
All right then.
Like a lot of people probably really do get convinced through argument one way or another about a candidate, but then like repress it because they can't lose their friends or whatever, you know? They gotta stay on the team.
Got a lovely discount.
Probably not uncommon. Used by Sanctist missionaries. This is like a savior weapon? This is new. Oh, this is the priestess staff. It's her staff. Okay. Should probably buy this for her.
What do you think?
That's fine.
I don't know about these bows. 3 freaking bows this guy wants to sell us. Who knows which one of these we would actually need. Moss caliber.
Yeah.
Buy one of these. Buy the fire one. And the ice one. Electric, we don't run into that much. This might be the one time we do, but like... Luis's guys are sometimes weak to ice. Sometimes they're weak to fire, but more often ice. I don't know what has been really weak to... Like, fish guys is basically all that's been, or all that's been weak to electricity so far. And there's no, like, there's no robots or anything. Yet. I don't think. Oh, we're in Iceland too, so fire is gonna be good probably. I'm less worried about... Oh, this is good though. There's only one of them. Give it to the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm less worried about this. What are these? Give this to the main character as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to use the priestess. She needs to level. And let's assume we're going to get like some of these parkas because they're just, it's a gray item. These are going to drop from some, it's not that big of an upgrade for anybody. So we'll just roll this way for now.
All right then.
Any other shops we can hit?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's hit like the ingredients vendors. I don't know if I bought anything from them yet.
You're not serious.
We can get the MP item at least.
All right then.
Pretty sure I didn't buy that.
How grand. How grand.
Oi!
Yeah. And Oreo sugar.
How grand.
How about...
Oh, yeah?
What's he making? Vegetable steamed bun.
Well then. Pretty good, isn't it?
He makes a secret dish. Mushrooms sometimes give MP.
Ha, looking like a chef already.
Exactly.
Aww.
I chose the mushroom because they sometimes give MP.
What now?
I don't know which one of these it was. It'll be easier to see in battle what it was. Oh, I wonder if there's anything we should go purify.
All right then. Where to?
We can't travel right now. And for being like Sanctus Capital, there's no church here. What I'm seeing. There's still only a church in the in Grand Trad.
Hello there.
How grand. Oh my.
What now?
Hello there.
All right then.
Let's go.
Oops. I don't know if I actually went to the Opera House right there.
All right then. Go.
Oi, oi!
What now?
Wonderful. It's you.
Oh, so Lovelace is going to interfere with our plans.
I won't let it stand. I'm chuffed. No, isn't that something? Oi there!
That will be
So
quite enough.
irreverent.
That will be quite enough.
If I may.
What now?
Indeed, 'tis not so bad.
Hey, mister!
You!
Check this out.
Okay, MC and Yufa. Oh, let's check. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, I better get my party in order. But, seemed fine.
Now.
We'll keep him on Seeker, I guess. Magic Soul or Soul Hacker. It's a variety of Seeker. Would it be worth upping his XP? Not really. It could be worth pumping her up to Wizard. So that she's got level 2 skills. Oh, she has to be a level 20 mage. Okay. Ah, well. We can buy these for 5,000 a piece right now. That's not that. That's. Oops. That's not bad.
I've acquired a new ability.
Keep going, Juna.
I feel new power surging within me.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
And count.
Because her summons are good, but she can cast each one like 3 times, and then she's out of mana.
A new ability.
And she still doesn't have a an ice one.
I feel new power surging within me. It seems I've grown.
There. She's ready to be useful. We'll keep her. Well, let's keep her on lightning. Because I'm kind of doubting that things here are going to be vulnerable to ice. I'm probably going to be wrong about that. We'll find out. Let's see what the MC has for his. He's got fire. Okay.
Well, now, what are we on about?
Vicious guard dogs.
Got it.
Onward.
All right.
So,
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Let's split up, gang.
let's go. All right.
We just need to get on that chandelier.
I am sure of it. Time to go.
First,
It's not voiced because the plan is just that silly.
Whoa, isn't that something?
stay there.
Get on the chandelier and throw it at him. With the reverse form of her magic that she's apparently can do that. She can just put it in reverse.
Stay there.
That gives me an idea. What am I to do? Yes?
I wasn't gonna say anything, lady, but yeah, those shoes.
What is it? Why is this happening?
What?
Oh.
I mean, one of these might open for secrets.
That damn Luis.
Oh, but which action to pay?
I got some peanuts. Can't have them though.
Oh my. Look.
Oh,
Hey.
All right, we'll follow this guy and slit his throat and take the key.
actually, if so,
Then
say.
You look like a thief. Did you find the key?
Why is this happening?
honestly.
Ooh. Yeah.
Why is this happening?
Get to pick up everything people dropped. Yeah, melt it down.
Oh. What's this?
What if?
Finders keepers. Is this like a paperclip situation? We gotta trade for it?
Speaking of which,
Ridiculous.
I've done it now.
Actually, yes.
What?
Say, what if this is it?
Okay. Necklace for script. Script for Leaf of Light.
Come on.
Why is this happening? What am I to do? I'm sure of it. Closure.
Famous cake. And that lady back here is hungry. We can give her the cake.
Why is this happening?
Ridiculous.
That damn Luis.
Oh, but which action to undertake? Hey.
my.
What would you care to do?
We do love a scandal. Is that what this guy dropped?
What
Yep.
if...
You've really helped me out of a jam.
What?
Much gratitude to you.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Ridiculous. What now?
Boosts morale of those who stand on the front lines, while in the front row increases attack. Could be a good stroll thing. Maybe it gives like auto buff, auto Sukaja or whatever. Or is that Terukaja?
Say there.
I think Sukaja is the attack hit one.
That reminds me.
We've got a tooth.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay.
Is this perhaps...
Yay, we've done it!
Devoid monk.
Why is this happening?
Like, no one's... Yeah, because I guess it wouldn't really affect their heart, just their ego. If they were like, oh, we're the candidate for the higher races or whatever.
Yay, we've
You know?
done it!
If it were like an actual people casting votes, that would probably work.
Ready?
But since it's going by what's in people's actual hearts, that wouldn't work.
Check this out.
No.
How about we murder them? We could murder these guys.
What?
So apparently,
What?
That was a great help.
got it?
Let's go.
Wait, is there electricity? Is that how the lights went out? Oh, right, Magla. It's like Mako.
The future is uncertain. That is... Understood? Yes. Good grief. Now then.
Now! Take a look.
At last. Got a sec? Let's go. Let's
Maybe we
hurry.
should make her a knight. So she's beefy.
No way! We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
Oh, we out level the dogs.
Come on.
Such an elegant fighter. What a fortunate find.
It was a double F.
Who's there?
You're not patrolling, you're just standing there.
Watch out!
Spear monk.
They're pretty tough.
They are pretty tough. No way, we're like level 50 something now. Never mind.
Vitus power. Burn!
You hit their weakness.
Hot! I can
That's
do
your
this.
opening, Captain.
Heed me!
You hit their weakness.
One left.
Okay, I pray you're ready.
To his side.
Come forth now.
To him I return.
Except for Yufa.
Yay, we've done it.
She's not level 50 something.
We're so lucky.
She's a freaking noob.
If it's useful, I say grab it. That should come in handy. Pocket it. Gangway! Amazing! Great moves back there. Nice! You're gaining strength.
But no, I want to go over there too. Is that? I was thinking this was going to be the side one. Got to be a way back down.
What?
Oh man, this is like the. Holy crap! Well, I don't think we can go backward, so let's just see if there's going to be a way to get down to those guys.
Nice. How exciting.
Prevents frostbite.
Watch out! We've been spotted! Yeah! Nice work!
Come on! Let's push
What's
through!
up, dogs?
Pocket it! If it's useful, I say grab it.
Closery.
I want to say,
Vitus power. Burn!
Oh, these ones. Oh, mage monk. Spear monk weak to
take
fire.
my fullest power.
Mage monk weak to who
It is
knows
your
what.
Turn! Yufa hit their weakness!
Soul hacker! Fire!
Let's kill this guy and find out next turn.
I am in charge, Captain.
This is God's judgment. Take this.
I pray you're ready. Lightning, fall!
Let's take time for some close combat. I won't hold back! Wind!
Closure here. Let's do this. Come
I
at
won't
me.
last much longer. Take my fullest power. This may be excessive. Please.
Don't know what he's weak to. Might just be a physical thing.
What now? We found something.
We're so lucky.
What now?
There you go. Glad we didn't buy her a thing now.
How nice. This should prove useful.
We found
We're
something.
so lucky.
Ah, well, here's how we get to here. Or is that a new level of guys?
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
I still want to get to those guys. Because I want to kill everything. But maybe they're not necessary. Let's do this one.
Please take care.
All right. How's that?
Hey, good job. Yeah, nice work. Just making sure. Are you okay? Don't push it. Let's do it.
What now?
I tried everything but dark and light on the Mage Knight.
What?
The Theocracy Monk's army.
We can make short work of that.
They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit them all in one fell swoop. They're weak to fire. Let's heat. They're weak to ice. They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
Soul Hacker! Fire!
You hit their weakness. That's
Oh,
your opening,
souls of
Captain.
kings, give me strength.
If I hit their weakness.
This should work.
Even my strength will be needed. I pray you're ready.
No, not this.
This should help.
Let's do this.
I've done it.
Take this.
Trivial.
Ugh. Time for some close combat. I won't hold back. Hold on.
Everyone is Count Summoner. It is your turn.
That one looked like
Let's
it
stay
hurt.
calm.
Nice going, Yufa.
Insolent heathens! Come at me!
I don't want to keep using this thing because it's got a low hit rate.
The situation is changing.
I don't know if this is actually a thing where, like, if she dies in battle, I lose immediately. That would suck if I can't even, like, resurrect her.
The freedom of a wanderer. I wonder.
Oh, he's gonna resist this. Still, it's doing more damage than just hitting him, so that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I need to look at more stuff in there. Ugh. It's a big cup.
Well, now this is unbelievable! Sanctifex Forden's relic appears to be a colossal chalice. I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make
And where did the
wishes
church
come
get
true.
all the gold?
And how did such a glorious relic come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day. Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved. And we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible. But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden.
I think it's obvious who the winner is.
I suppose
He's got
that
a big
marks
cup.
His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sanctifex Forden.
Nothing more impressive than a big old cup.
Continuing on.
Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all,
Hold on, we
these
have an
were
assassination
originally
attempt coming.
sanctest relics
Hold on.
anyway.
We're not ready.
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivities. And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act opera for a Saint's Eve to remember. Please, join me in welcoming the diva herself, Juna, for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Well, Louis,
Anime cutscene?
rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
Let's hurry.
Someone's gonna interrupt us. Can we go back and try to loot things? No.
What now?
Be interesting if Yufa dies, like, already. Someone's gonna betray us. They're gonna be like a true believer in the church. Hulkenberg.
We're here. I think we can get down onto that massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Most likely to be indoctrinated
Our
into the
escape
ways
route is
of men.
secure. We should be able to
Hulkenberg.
flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far, but time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
All good knights protect the church.
Okay. It's finally time to end this. Juna's song is about to start.
From my fingertip flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, fly to the flame.
Like the Fifth Element.
Burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mid.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
Fearing in my soul what I can't control. I can't close my eyes to the sun.
Let's make more particle effects up here.
From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler, my name is thine, and thou art like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your
You're losing it. What's going on?
trembling finger holds to my dream. Dawn will break now.
No, he actually got hit. He didn't see it coming. Or he's allowing it to happen so that he can look all strong.
Right?
Hey! The lance! Hurry!
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Hail!
Because anyone can get shot, and like,
Taking that into account.
if they have something to gain from it, act like it didn't bother them.
Hardly bodes well.
Hey!
If nothing's at stake, you just go ow and like milk it, you know, but if you actually have something to gain from playing it tough, not that hard. Kids do it all the time.
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or
Act
make our
like stuff's
escape?
not bothering them.
Lost a lance.
Because they stand to gain
Perhaps
from it.
it's this one. At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me,
Or they
then I
stand
take
to
it the
not
one
lose
you
more
provided me was a mere
from it.
imitation.
Same thing.
If you know what the lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No.
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juno.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
Well, if he attacks, he's agreeing to a fight.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play. So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my own hands.
Then it's to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
A duel makes the king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
I am the hero, and evil shall break before me.
A would-be assassin preaching moral superiority. Very well. If you have the strength, then the truth is yours to decide. My name is Luis Guiaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons. But
oh, we get a whole
fight
party.
with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Attacking any number. I mean, Juna definitely wants in on this fight. But Hazume's higher level, and he's the assassin around here. You know? But Juna definitely wants in on this fight.
Go ahead. Have at me.
It's about winning,
An
Juna.
attempt on the life of Luis Guiaburn is a folly most cannot afford.
It's not about your feelings.
We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect
Like, it's
no
awesome.
less
I was thinking about this the other day, that the main character is voiced in this game.
Allow me to
But, like,
even the score.
This is our
there's still no backstory for the main character. There's still very little, like, inner monologue, or there's no backstory, really. The main character has no backstory. All these other characters do, but the main character, like, barely. Oh, he knew the prince as a kid, and, like, that's it. His entire backstory is tied to the prince. They need to fix that. But main character being voiced is a good step forward.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
I was thinking about that the other day. You don't notice it until around this part of the game is where I started to notice it. I was like, you know what? It's cool that he's voiced, but it's starting to feel like it's not enough. Let's be proactive with the defense here.
This may be your only chance to kill me.
Severe physical strike. Severe almighty. I'm guessing extreme is more than severe.
No, this won't work. I won't hold back! Light!
By the for all that we strive for, I stand waiting.
Bear witness! I strike to kill! I strike to kill!
Rockenberg didn't even feel that.
Some darker arts.
You hesitate.
No holding back!
What's wrong?
Not the time to go offense. I call upon royal power within.
I'm come forth, royal soul. Burn!
This may be your only chance to kill me.
Is that all?
This is strength! I strike to kill!
They could have at least done like the Mass Effect thing.
Strike to kill!
You get to choose Shepard's history, and they'll make some like more or less superficial references to it, like throughout the story, but it's still there.
A samurai! This better hit!
Let's... We're not out of this yet!
I owe you.
Assassinate.
My thanks.
Let justice prevail.
There's an opportunity for it when he's signing up for the recruitment for the guards. They ask you some questions.
Nice one, Captain.
Hey.
Captain, your attack is
Ninja!
weakened.
Some darker arts. Mandible bearing.
In samurai! Run them through! They die hard!
I will fight by this power. Wind! Still here?
Oh,
This is attack down now too. I forgot that wind attack does attack down.
This is strength! I strike to kill! I strike to
Repelled it.
I'll use what I must. Rancor! Apologies. Would you
Are you
finish it?
prepared? Guards up and eyes forward.
Quite a move.
Interesting. Scour!
still up? Is everyone with blade in hand?
Why'd he start at half health? I guess because he got a lance through his chest. Yeah, he's all bloody.
I strike to kill!
Face me! There's a forward! Oh, power of kings! Some darker arts. Mandible bearing.
No holding back! I shall vanquish evil. Tougher than I thought.
Soul Hacker! Wind!
I underestimated you.
Yeah, we're like level 50.
Applause, please.
Nice. I feel strong.
I continue to grow.
Tremble before me.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
New ability.
A new means of protection.
Mad Rush. Anime.
Lord Luis, do not interfere! Oh. You falter even now. Not enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, who did it? Okay. Boomerang.
Lord Luis! A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
No, man.
I see now.
He thinks he's good.
You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, you have achieved nothing.
What do you mean?
He's gonna like transform now. Oh, he's gonna transform in the hearts of the people. A martyr.
Did we do it?
Lord Luis?
At long last, 'tis done. We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same. We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance...
Yes! It went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with a lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Even should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No, too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew Luis? Can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right. The audience has no idea what's going on. We'll just look like the bad guys.
You kind of are. You're assassins.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know, but we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance to.
Wait a minute! Hey!
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
Lord Luis, no. He's dead. He's gone.
Your Eminence, this was found off stage. Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance? Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless.
His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
Luis, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
We wanted to
Years
show
ago,
how sick our
Louis
lance
ordered
is.
My hometown destroyed.
It's the game, right?
Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to His late Highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
Who are you? We don't care about your parents. We liked Luis. Is pretty much how that'd go.
Do you truly will?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
That explains why the songstress was so often with Luis, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand.
Although, yeah, Juna is what you want to lean on there.
I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince. But where you faltered then, you triumphed today. In form and heart, you are a true knight.
See, now she's a believer.
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, this lance. The Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
Yes, as you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed. You may step down now.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three. Right. So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with
No,
them,
you didn't
did
really
ya?
factor into our plans.
Motive. Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
All right. It's time for the truth.
I am sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
No, you speak the truth. We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne, to break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However...
You did this for the prince! His father, the king, was a coward! Puppet of Forden! It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside. And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
No one hates
I
that.
myself have never met His Highness, nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No. Their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sudden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Del.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business. I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that doesn't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? We'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that? You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah, Captain, let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's condition.
Yes, you're right! That should have lifted the curse! What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
Maybe
His
Luis
Highness
wasn't the
still suffers
caster.
under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something.
No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
But that would mean... we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
Well,
That bastard
innocent
was
in the
no
Charles
innocent.
Manson kind of way.
He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And
True enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap, eh?
He said it himself. that killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
But if it wasn't Luis, who else could have?
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
They didn't have horns in their face, which Luis would have.
You mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can
His
remember?
horns kind of like wrap all the way around the front.
No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... no. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone. I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
Could Forden be the one behind all of this?
I have no evidence to say otherwise.
You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire Dashed Sanctus Church?
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities. Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was... well...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction.
I think she means because you're famous.
That's not what I meant.
No.
You're the songstress, remember?
Yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the king's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance you presented, I take it that's why you went to Verger Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan, but at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden. What kind of man he really is.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden? On Saints' Day of all days?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it, so... It's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there. the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? With the Sanctus Church?
We'd probably murder him.
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Sister, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
About that. Let's rest.
No, I'm good. I could go out. Oh. These glasses are a good opportunity to
What now?
see what their different anti-aliasing solutions look like. They added this option in a recent patch. It's not better. It's kind of worse. Which is what I expected, but still. Sometimes,
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient.
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard! We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace!
Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament one.
Seen this movie before.
Will soon be unshakable.
Let's go. We reclaim the lance now.
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Isn't it too dangerous?
Better we risk danger than inaction. If we miss this chance, we may never get another.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His Magler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassins.
Assassins? Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Charge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You! Identify yourself! Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis!
Oh, is Forden about to get got right now?
But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Luis.
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
No. Impossible.
Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled!
Del, Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on?
Good people, you have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
You're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own
Necromancy?
attendant confirmed your death.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
No! Zorba?
I knew Zorba wasn't dead. We didn't see a body.
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand. And the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate!
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death out of mercy.
Why'd you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
I don't know.
So you knew the truth?
It's bigger than he is. How did he
No.
conceal it?
Have you always been ahead of us? Ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane!
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived. Where is he? Speak or die.
He's backstage!
Please, spare us!
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Don't!
Out of the way!
What?
Why?
Go! Run!
Right. Come now.
Thank you.
You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that!
This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two faltered.
Dal! Dal!
Vitelio!
Hey! Wake up!
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You're getting what you deserve now.
Stop talking, Del. I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del? Del!
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Lord Louis. That's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper
about to awaken.
fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall tear them limb from limb.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Like, everyone was still here when it happened. They saw that Luis did it.
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shite!
Come, make haste.
Like, getting arrested would be good for the campaign because the entire opera house saw who did it.
Oh, welcome back.
It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabury. I apologize for not being present.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, Worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's all right. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Telling you he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while.
They throw a party instead of acting like victims of nature.
By the way,
What a concept.
have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might be.
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted. Guess that means it was someone other than Forden after all.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that crime, at least.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time. Damn it all!
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Luis knows the prince is alive. Surely that's far from ideal.
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead yourself.
Tell?
Everybody's not dying.
Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? But back there, you... Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Tell. I thought I...
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You ready?
Fidelio archetype.
Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight. But why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Thank goodness! You're finally awake!
You were passed out! Don't scare me like that!
Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot. From before.
They want to pay their respects.
Basilio's venerated.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
And Fidelio.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad. Thanks.
The badass bruiser.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport of it.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share Forden's strength.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience? Assembled lords?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as
Great, we gotta kill Rella now.
To His Eminence Sanctifex Forden.
This girl? She is your plan?
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
She sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
Yeah, you suck too much, right?
Well, that is...
You are wise beyond your years, Rella.
Don't ask someone who's being offered power to be self-effacing.
What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but a refuge from their fears. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will you answer their call?
This is all rather sudden.
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round turns in your favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis become king?
Well...
Or this guy.
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is...
We don't have enough chairs.
It'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power, it seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice than it seems.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing right up?
No! This can't be her own decision.
Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse.
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to her
Yeah,
either.
she's
But that's
savvy
got
real
to mean
quick.
they're keeping the tournament going, right?
To the ways.
Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a dent. If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake. After all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity is eclipsed royal right. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up the hunt.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty.
I'm in. As long as they don't find out.
You can't just casually drop an "I'm in" on this.
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar and have been for generations. His appearance would be the least of our worries.
If I may.
Uh-oh. Strolls.
His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of elden blood. I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Of course, all this means little. Unless
Okay, maybe
our
now is
double
when all
himself
the
is willing.
prejudicial
What say you?
rhetoric will start.
I am the prince. Was that believable?
Even this doesn't get to you? Sometimes I worry about you.
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed. I am humbled once more. I pledge
Now
my
they'll start
soul
being.
to
He's an Elder, though. Elden.
Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement.
That means everything, right?
Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince. My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished. Can't let the lad be the only one with his life on the line.
Can we talk?
Prepare and return to the Gauntlet Runner. Okie dokie. So what's this guy? He's a berserker. Berserker. Gets a Steerike. Ooh, charge. Charge is good. He's gonna need, what's he gonna need? Like magic attacks, probably. But really, the commander line, these magics work off of physical, so this might be the way to go for him. There's no lightning. Maybe on the third tier there will be a lightning skill. Pugilist, he needs that for strike boosts. But we'll say he needs I'll just give him one of these.
I can use this.
So he's got that. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. It said to go out and prepare. It talked about like shopping and stuff. I don't think there's anything we need to do.
Where to?
We still can't go back to Grand Trad. Check the pantry. That we can do.
All right then.
Big face. Big sky face.
All right then.
Yeah, we already did the shopping on sales day. Oh, what's up, guy? Broken man. I don't know, man. I think that monolith is pretty terrifying. I'll be glad when it goes away.
I'm tired. Something up?
Sure.
Good night.
Yeah.
You.
I mean...
No.
No straight
Oh, mate.
answers. Hopefully they give us a lot of time.
So...
Right.
Or whatever the next event is.
Then...
Still got a side quest we didn't do
Whatever.
in the last place. And all the Colosseum battles. I like to think we're ahead on the skill points.
Leave it to me.
Like like that it'll be a while before anything wants 5. That'd be good.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster follows them like an ill wind.
I couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seemed worse than I thought.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change. We have to believe that.
St. Rella is here. The rumors were true.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus of the Crown Theocracy. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late Sanctifex Forden. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, queen of this land.
The saint herself is
Gab,
to be
gab, gab.
our queen. Now we are safe. Glory to Sanctis.
Is she allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when Luis did it.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. Whoever has the skill to exploit the standings will win.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister's popularity.
Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic.
She's a saint, man. Saints are popular.
I suppose that's to be expected if she's the land's best mage healer.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden left off.
I object. Rella, you have no true experience in the political
Oh, you're just gonna
world.
elevate her right now, man.
And you would rise to Sanctifex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Master Guido, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen? Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of sanctism, and I will save you all.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much
Doubtful
in the way
man.
of real accomplishments.
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow St. Rella in all her glory.
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Friends, I...
Is that Luis's gauntlet runner?
As usual, I find you all embroiled in pointless conflict.
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach that true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the throne.
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I
Baking!
see no more reason to forbid the killing of candidates.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic? Impossible.
Oh, King! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield and claim lives! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. And neither would I. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you, O great king?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why cast it aside?
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never realize. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions won't exist in their world.
Luis Guyaburn. What manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases, couldn't he? He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No! Your late Majesty, please, speak!
Do not fear, my people. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily conquered. Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand to defend you.
Sister.
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O king! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without your shackles.
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose.
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee.
I don't know. I don't think I like it that he can just like undo that with an argument.
This is a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
Maybe it's because it's what the people want. Do the people actually want that? I guess people are easily swayed by strength or talk of it.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
Images of
This
it.
lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism's shadow. The fog of deception has
I don't know.
finally
She can
cleared.
still command that thing like a lightsaber.
No
Or like anything.
God. Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this.
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing more. I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid.
No,
has
that's who you
place
think.
on
I'm
the
about to
throne.
pretend to be someone
Mere
else.
suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne. The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hythlodius V, last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? What? That's a lie. His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince! They're mad, the lot of them. That boy's an elder.
Indeed he is. It is the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what this means. Indeed, there is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister? I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit. To reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Nobody could say otherwise. Fine then. So be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left standing.
If everybody believes it, then the matter's settled. Is it like... Oh, it's an actual night weapon now.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend off Luis?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. You want to talk? Please step down.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that right here. My magic. Nothing's happening. What's going on?
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's... Sister.
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and
she has been just like studying magic for years.
But rest at ease, my beloved
She knew about
citizens.
curses.
Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eye.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country. As long as we believe in her, we shall know peace.
Saint Rella,
Saint Rella, closure.
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There is definitely magic there.
Sister! What have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall never trouble you again. Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes salvation true? Luis claims that there is no God, that true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear his words?
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties. Now and forevermore.
Consider the evolutionary function of worry and anxiety.
Out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free thought. Perhaps not, but this country has bled them of it for too long. Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved across.
Whoever it was did have a very small frame.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old then.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not dispel it. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctus Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis, nor to you. Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
Isn't that a...
Thanks, she can teleport too.
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined
my authority!
Everything. The church, my authority, everything. You will never leave this city alive. I am Guido, of the warrior monks, and in God's name, I condemn thee!
Oi! They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to get out of here!
Norris, swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation?
That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky.
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Eurus! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
What the?
Not yet. Trust your technology near us. It's time. Let's
Possible. It can fly.
A car!
We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How'd you like that?
My ears are popping.
This might take some getting used to.
Does that mean no more random encounters when we travel? Does it mean traveling faster? To bypass mountains and stuff?
Take that world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky runner!
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
I always knew Nurse could make it work.
Only because you're as bold and big-headed as I am, what? Really, old boy, I'd not be here without you to give me the push I needed. Thank you.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried?
My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Judah, I've got to ask. What was St. Rella like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold? That the real her?
No! It can't be. I don't want it to be. Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out. Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Yes. I'm prepared for that.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that something's felt wrong somehow, ever since I sensed the Saint's Magla. I'm sorry, it's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.
Mage Academy ruins. Well, how many days do we have for it? Pursue Rella.
Oh.
More anime. It's just cutscene time for a long time right now.
Check the map.
I don't think we can actually do anything.
These are the Royal Academy ruins, huh?
I mean, unless we actually can go back elsewhere. Yeah. More cutscene time.
This place here.
We've almost done like a loop.
Here.
Let's roll.
Tally ho then.
Let's be off.
I say, already seem preposterous on the map, but they really built this old academy as deep in the mountains as they could shove it.
Amazing. It's all so beautiful. But for some reason, I can't stop shaking.
Like the Mage Academy in Skyrim.
Ugh, I wasn't made for chill like this.
The wintry peaks of Montario are harsh. The first snowfall is bound to make it even harder to reach the base from our position.
Why build the blasted thing here of all places?
I don't know much about it myself, but I have heard rumors that there's a dragon among these mountains.
A dragon? You mean like our dragon god?
You saw how the dragon god turned into immaterial magla to be absorbed by the lamps, right? Dragons may look like monsters, but they're not true flesh and blood creatures. They're testaments to a lost world. That's why the Academy's here, I heard. To study them. But of course,
exploit them.
That's all in the past now.
Why is Rella with the Sanctus Church, anyway? If they tore apart a place she held dear, you'd think she'd carry some kind of grudge against them.
'Tis not unlike my own plight, I feel. One might call it a family curse.
My family, the Cygnus family, holds great esteem, to the Church especially. We've held high sanctified titles for generations, and as eldest child, Rella can't reject them.
How did all that obligation weigh on her? Was she so determined to uphold it that she'd kill at their command?
She wouldn't. We'd better hear it from her.
I feel it. I can sense an aura of Magla all the way from here. There's a strong disturbance like I've never felt before.
Gotta be here. Here we go. We're finally closing in.
The Royal Mage Academy ruins. The once proud school's dignity is long stripped by frigid wind, its frozen spires piercing the wintry clouds. The Gauntlet Runner lands at the foot of the mountains, blemishing the pristine snow with fresh tracks. In silent certainty, they know Rella awaits them, the weathered corpse of a scholar's home at her back.
It's gonna be stuff to
So
spend
that's the
money on
former Mage
again.
Academy.
Unless it's just a ruin.
I've been waiting for you. Little more needs to be said. We
And
are
not a
here to
city.
save His Highness. And to do that...
Sister! At least tell me, why did you have a hand in the assassination? Did I ever really know you?
How like you to be self-centered even now, Juna. In the
Mhm.
end, you're no daughter
It's all about
of House
Juna.
Cygnus. You're an orphan. Another acquisition of House Cygnus, picked up on a whim. A tokenized game piece on their board to illustrate their noble contributions to society. You thought you and I were close? You believed you understood your big sister?
I see. I understand now, Rella. You're right. And I was wrong.
I am Giovanni Cygnus, and my life is my own. So is my heart. I've always believed in you, and I'm not going to stop now. You would never kill someone just because Forden asked you to. Never!
What are you saying? Forden lies dead, yet the curse is unbroken. Is that not proof enough? Can you deny it, Your Highness?
You had your reasons, I assume?
I honestly can't see it either. Anyone aiming to kill a royal is risking their life for a cause. But what would a 12-year-old girl be willing to die for?
If Saint Rella's willing to die for something, no mistake, it'd be you, Lady Juna.
Huh?
Yep.
For me? Why?
Delusions.
Sister. What? You were protecting me. From what?
Even if that's all true, why did you bother summoning us here? The King's Rock marks you at second place. All the Sanctus faithful have put their trust in you, even after the death of the Santifex shook their hearts. Had you only gone into hiding to prepare for the battle against Luis, no one, not even us, would have been able to get to you. Yet...
You want to know why I've summoned you here? A question burns in me, and I will have my answer. Whoever defeats Luis will surely win the throne. But can you save those who remain of the Sanctist flock? The weak, whom Luis would see culled? This world already rejects many for their weakness. With nowhere to turn, they seek comfort in faith. If you would sacrifice them for freedom, you're no better than Luis.
I intend to look after them.
Well, words alone prove nothing. To be king is to wield strength, even to save the foolish and the abandoned. Whoever you really are, until I know you can be a true king, I
You know, faith
refuse
isn't
to
like
die.
as comforting as the people who don't have faith make it out to be.
Such an aura. This must be...
Yes. Behold a divine relic, once wielded in war and then
Rationality
sealed
is
in the
much more comforting
Frostlands.
than faith.
A weapon of draconic command, just like the lance of your islands. Dragons are manifested avatars of mortal fear. Fear of nature, fear of the untamed. That is the source of their power. If you would be king, show me you can conquer it.
It's much more comforting to be certain about things.
Sogne, dragon god of the Ice Valley, show me now the power that ended the ancient world. If you would make this a country where it is no sin to be weak or ignorant, you need strength to shape it. Let us prove that strength here.
Rella!
Then let's go. If you're gonna put your life on the line for this, then it's only right we do the same.
Come, Sogne of the Ice Valley! Come, O Pillar of the 5 Chromatic Dragons, harbingers of earthly war! Heed my call, and unleash your fury once again before us!
We've got no
Gonna
choice.
guess it's weak to fire.
Falling back! Advancing! Now accept your fate!
We can't target Rella. It's gonna debuff it
No holding
as
back.
normal.
Guards up and eyes forward.
Are you
I won't
strong
hold
enough to protect the weak?
Fire!
You hit their weakness.
You claim
That's
such
your
a
opening,
power.
Captain.
Then I will test it. Burn!
Falkenberg got them right in their
The
weak
all
spot.
power of kings! Some darker arts.
What? Miss?
Oh no.
Work on your aim, Heisme.
Chill. Allow me.
Barrier against elemental attacks.
Bitter cold!
Heisme's frozen.
I call upon royal power
Can we-
within.
His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
We can get rid of that,
Time to go offensive. Are you prepared?
She can't strike at
Better
full power.
hit.
but we don't have it equipped right now.
The freedom, Vitus power.
So that means.
Is there another way?
Huh? Okay. I guess it's not that. And it's not a buff.
Do I need to use it?
Soul Hacker!
Light! What? Kidding me? That didn't do a
I guess
thing.
light counts as an elemental attack.
Let justice prevail!
That was a test.
Is that all?
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him.
It comes to this.
Heisme's frozen.
Now accept your fate!
His attacks won't hit as hard as
Rancor!
usual.
That did nothing!
Oh crap. Oh, did it do a physical?
Let's heat this place up.
Oh, it toggles it. It toggles what he's weak to. Okay.
Burn to ash.
You hit their weak point. Keep it
Let's
up,
go.
Cole.
Burn!
You hit their weakness.
For all that
That's
we
your opening,
strive
Captain.
for. Strike me if you dare.
Heisme,
Not
you're
Heisme
pushing
using
yourself
item
too
here.
hard. Someone heal him.
Probably that. I'm trying to look at what that we bought that one meal from that merchant. Oh, it was this, I think. Cozy steamed bun. Yeah, with the mushrooms. Yeah, 200 MP. Nice. I was hoping it would be an MP item.
This should work.
Thanks.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Allow me.
Against elemental, so we can use physical now. Okay.
Heisme, you're pushing yourself too hard.
Moving to the rear, closing the
Someone
distance.
kill him.
No holding back. Perhaps not.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Are you prepared? Run them through.
Scroll's frozen.
Vitus
His
power.
attacks will do much less damage.
No. Forward!
Falkenberg's frozen. She can't strike at full power. Captain's frozen.
By oh
His attacks are
power
gonna be a
of
lot
heroes.
weaker.
Not this one.
Into the fray. Let justice prevail.
Is this... Oh, how could this happen?
Uh-oh.
You hit their weakness.
Oh.
Nice
after
move,
death.
Heisme.
The weakness is being exploited anyway.
No holding back!
I don't understand what that barrier thing is doing then.
Guards up and eyes forward.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Erected a barrier against elemental attacks.
It comes to this.
So cold. Heismay's frozen. Careful.
Hold on.
Attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Okay, so the barrier's there.
We can do this.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Stroll's
Dark
frozen.
Knight.
His attacks will
No.
do much
Charging
less
in!
damage.
Oh, power of heroes!
Hulkenberg's
So,
frozen.
forward.
She can't
I'll
fight
use
it
what I
with
must.
power.
Ha! Die!
Captain
Frozen.
Wow.
To the fore! I shall vanquish evil.
It's the first time I've used that.
This better hit!
Drains 5 MP per hit.
It comes to this.
Such bitter cold.
Take this!
Heismay's frozen.
Soul Hacker!
Careful. His attacks won't hit
With
as hard as
healing
usual.
power.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
My thanks.
Captain's
Dark
frozen.
Knight.
His attacks are going to be a lot weaker.
Not now.
They're totally fireproof.
We get it, Gallica.
Something else.
As the point of a sword!
Stroll's frozen.
Ninja!
His attacks will do much less damage.
I show no mercy.
No holding back. Pierce.
It comes to this.
Captain's frozen.
Vitus power.
His attacks are going to
We're
be
not
a lot
out of this
weaker.
yet.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Stroll's frozen.
With blade in
His
hand!
attacks will do much less damage. Hulkenberg's
So,
frozen. He can't
ninja!
strike at full power.
Ha! Die!
Heismay's frozen.
Withdrawing. I shall vanquish evil.
His attacks won't hit as
Guards
hard
up
as usual.
and eyes forward.
It comes to this.
That's not good.
So heavy.
Yeah, keep doing that. That does nothing.
Stroll's frozen.
Charging
His
in.
attacks will do much less damage.
Soul Hacker! Maybe not to the rear guard.
Captain's
Soul
frozen.
Hacker! Is
His
there
attacks
another
are
way?
gonna be a lot weaker.
Take it!
Much thanks.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Heismay,
Sogne.
that's a lot
Moving
of
to the
damage.
front. Strength.
Be
Dark
careful
Knight.
out there, okay?
Let us fight as one.
We'll team up.
And thus I end it!
Hulkenberg,
You claim
you've
such
got
power.
several elements slowing
Then
you
I
down.
will test it.
Pierce!
It'd be neat if we could poison him. I don't think that was... No, it's not the poison one.
You've got to heal up. You're all hurt bad.
No holding
Anyone
back.
get on healing duty.
Guards up and eyes forward.
Hulkenberg's frozen.
Come forth,
He
Royal
can't
Soul!
strike at full power.
I owe you.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Captain's
Dark
frozen.
Knight.
His attacks are going to be a lot
Charging
weaker.
in! Oh, power of heroes! Sogne, show them strength.
Hidden art. This doesn't feel right. Advancing!
You've got a
I'll
bunch
use
of
what I
elements
must.
slowing you down, Captain.
Slash!
comes to this.
Nice dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
One dodge, one crit. I guess the dodge wins out.
Captain's frozen.
Closing the distance. Run them through!
Falconbird's frozen.
It's Soul
He can't
Hacker
strike at full
with
power.
healing power.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
My thanks.
Fight with blade in hand. Pierce through them.
All right.
Let us ninja!
Falconbird.
There's a better way. Ninja! I show no mercy! Formidable indeed.
In the next,
That hit 3 times the first time, but it's only hit 1 or 2 times since then.
Guards up and eyes forward.
Quite a move.
Take this.
This is nothing.
It's like a slot machine. It impresses you at first. A slot machine or a narcissist.
better be sure.
Here's the almighty damage one. I missed it. I know I have it. Maybe I don't.
This'll do it.
Dark Knight. Moving to the front, Dark Knight. Unpredictable.
You think yourself
That
equal
sucks.
to a Ujief's agility? A wise choice.
To the fore! No holding back! This better hit! Tougher than I thought.
I wonder why he's not shifting
My strength.
his resistances anymore. He's not shifting from physical to magic, or from magic to physical. Wonder what makes him do that. I stopped doing whatever makes him toggle that.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
I owe you.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Whatever it was.
Observe the enemy. Oh, power of heroes.
Pull yourself together.
Keeps missing.
Perhaps this power of kings. Some darker
Curious.
Attack was nullified.
Maybe now he'll switch it.
Allow me.
Yep. Well, it says against. We'll see.
Take this.
That does make her cast Quartz Wall though. Once the wall is able to block something. Although maybe it only blocks something one time. That could be it.
Guards up and eyes forward.
Vitus power.
Be careful out there, okay?
Block something one time and then it falls.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Dark Knight. Not this. Into the front with blade in
Got
hand.
you with multiple ailments.
Worthy foe after
You
all.
claim such power.
Face me.
Then I will test it.
Let's
Rancor.
see if we can get her to cast a different one. If nothing else, it's making her use a turn to cast that.
It comes to this.
So now let's try attacking with Elemental on the first turn.
Royal power within.
We'll lose 2 of our turn icons,
It didn't affect them.
Let's Soul Hacker.
but then we can exploit the weakness.
You hit their weakness.
Dark Knight.
That's your opening, Captain.
Oh,
Okay.
mystic fire.
Falconbird got them right at their weak spot.
Power of kings. Blaze.
You hit their weakness.
Burn to ash!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Cold. Bitter cold.
Allow me.
Captain's frozen. His attacks
Come
are gonna
forth,
be a lot
Royal
weaker.
Soul, with healing power.
Gotta heal.
Helpful as ever.
Assassinate.
Much thanks.
Dark Knight.
Careful. His attacks won't
Dark
be as hard
Knight.
as usual.
I'll run you through. They yet cling to life.
So, to the vanguard! Ninja!
Much less damage.
Slash! Apologies.
Hulkenberg
Would you finish
Closing the distance.
strike at full
Samurai.
power.
Guards up and eyes forward.
Let's just not die.
There truly is a gulf between us. You are more the warrior than I, as expected. So be it. What I lack in experience, I shall give with my life. Sister! Someday, I give unto you all that I am!
He's gonna eat her.
She gave the last of her magic to the dragon? Why go that far?
Did it heal?
Captain's frozen.
It freaking healed.
Attacks are gonna be a lot
But it's not,
Burn!
You hit their weakness.
it's not getting a barrier anymore.
Come! Burn!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
So,
weak
now
spot.
accept your
We're gonna have Heisme cure everybody.
I was saving this.
Thank you.
I owe you.
We can make more of those. That's one of the dishes that I think we have like
I shall vanquish
kind of a
evil.
lot of stuff for.
No, not to the fore. Ah! The power of fire.
You hit their weak point.
It's okay. I won't hold back. Fire!
By the sworn oath of... Oh, power of heroes! I stand waiting.
It's doing a lot of AoE
Make
attacks,
yourself
but maybe
equal
it'll
forward.
do something else.
Ninja!
Almost out of freaking mana.
Hellfire!
You hit their weakness.
Now.
Well,
are you
debuffs
prepared?
might be good now though.
Pierce.
Now that it's not getting magicked all the time. Let's just see what happens though, 'cause it... Okay.
Soul Hacker! Burn!
You hit their weakness.
Observe the enemy.
That's your opening,
Blade in
Captain.
hand!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Ninja! Blaze!
You hit their weakness.
In.
Nice moves, Heisman.
Burn to ash.
You hit their weak point.
Let's
Keep it up,
go.
Troll.
We're not out of this yet.
Helpful as ever.
Assassinate.
My thanks.
I come! Is that all?
I'll use what I must. Hellfire!
I shall. Are you prepared? Run them through.
What was that?
My strength!
Everyone okay? You gotta heal up. You're all hurt bad.
Come forth,
Anyone
Royal
get
Soul.
on healing duty.
Fire!
You hit their weakness.
Is that Dark Knight?
That's your opening, Captain.
Oh, mystic fire!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Ninja!
spot.
Blaze!
You hit their weakness.
Frozen.
Nice
I call
move,
upon royal
Heisman.
power within.
Troll,
That sucks. That's what I was hoping was not gonna happen.
I won't hold back.
Alright.
We can do this.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Quite a boon.
Captain's
I stand
frozen.
ready for
His
all
attacks
that
are
we
gonna be a lot
strive
weaker.
for! So heavy.
We gotta use a...
Frozen. His attacks are gonna be a lot weaker.
Yeah. A mana item.
Work.
Thanks.
My thanks.
Assassinate.
Troll's frozen.
Frozen. Are you prepared?
Do much less damage.
The power of fire.
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Troll.
By this power. Burn!
You hit their weakness.
Is everyone all right?
That's your opening,
Power
Captain.
of heroes!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Ninja!
fire!
You hit their weakness!
Guards up and eyes forward.
Heismay's frozen!
It's...
His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Fire!
It didn't work? Don't get sloppy.
At least we missed on the last turn.
Such bitter cold! Such bitter cold!
Heismay's frozen!
With blade in hand!
His attacks won't hit as hard as usual. Falconbird's
So-
frozen. He can't strike at full power.
Blaze!
You hit their weakness.
Samurai!
Moves, Heismay.
We need to cure that frostbite. We can do that. We can do that one more time.
Come forth, royal soul!
You hit their weakness.
Fine.
That's your opening, Captain.
Frozen. I must reconsider. Come!
Please don't miss.
Falconbird got them right in their weak spot.
We won't cure it this turn in case it just applies it again. This turn we'll just go for staying alive.
Thanks.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Scroll's
Frozen after.
His
No
attacks
holding
do much
back!
less damage.
Guards up
Buff
and
our-
eyes forward. Right over.
Buff our jump.
Such bitter cold!
Yeah, that would have just applied it again. So now we can cure it. Let's dedicate an entire...
Captain's frozen. His attacks are going to be a lot weaker.
Yeah. Let's just cure it.
This should work.
My thanks.
Trust me.
Helpful as ever.
Dark Knight. Oh,
It might die on this turn.
Falconbird got them right in their weak
Ninja!
spot.
Too much. Advance it!
I don't know if the front or back row affects this. The physical? I would guess not, but maybe it does.
You hit their weakness.
Now closing the distance. Samurai!
Heismay.
The power of fire!
Alright.
I am bested. I see now. The true strength of your will.
Dragon's Breath.
That'll do.
We finally got to kill a dragon. Unless this one isn't dead.
I feel stronger.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Even I had more to learn.
Well fought. You truly are strong. Strong enough to fend off a dragon from an age of destruction.
Rella, for His Highness, I will do what I must. Forgive me. But have you any last objections?
As for the crowd I've enchanted, you needn't worry. That was no spell of control. They should have come to their senses a while back now.
But now they feel like they have to stick to what they said.
Your life is now forfeit by my hand.
Has she anything more to say?
Sister,
Go ahead.
please tell me what happened on that day. I want to know everything.
I was only 12. No child could so easily take a life in cold blood. I was confused, scared. I lost control. And the spell was cast. And so it became a wasting curse. Imperfect. Juna, do you remember how we talked of your dream? To become a singer whose voice could reach everyone in this land. I've changed my destiny through song, you said. You told me that as a Nydia, singing is the only truth you have. As a true-born heiress of the Cygnus family, in my eyes, you were like a shining beacon. You became my dream.
Stop. We're not talking about that. I couldn't do anything for you.
In you, I saw such freedom. I didn't want to lose you.
So that day, I... kill His Highness. I can't. Have you gone mad?
You do know how House Cygnus earned its position all these years, don't you? Everyone in your family did their part to handle similarly delicate affairs. Your father was no different.
But to murder royalty, surely it's beyond all...
The king has sired an illegitimate mongrel of a boy. Now he's brought him to the castle. If we do not act now, one day we will be bending the knee to an Elden king. Moreover, of late, we have another nuisance rearing its head. Luis. An impious little upstart with no respect for the church. But his military merits are getting too great to ignore. Some are even saying he's fit for high command. As the matter stands, we have but one way to deal with both in a single stroke. Dispose of the mongrel prince and place the blame on Luis. Such a maneuver demands someone who can be a match for Luis in magical ability and physical stature. A girl of your intelligence can figure out the rest, I trust. The king's heart falters. He has lost the will to keep the kingdom united. Look upon him, and see the face of a man preparing to abdicate. It is amidst dissent and strife when the guiding hand of the church is needed most. And if Sanctism's enemies are not expunged, the nation's order will surely collapse.
Yes, but even so, His Highness the Prince is guilty of nothing. To murder someone innocent, it is an unforgivable atrocity.
If I recall, you have a sister. Unrelated by blood, yet already they speak of her beauty. And a most charming singing voice, yes?
What does Juna have to do with this?
Rella, you are destined to lead your family in due course. Surely it's your responsibility to protect them from the grief of any personal tragedies. Or will you live the rest of your life regretting a single night's lapse of judgment?
I'll do it. Cygnus is a sullied house. My parents yielded to authority, and only ever measured a person's worth by their magical prowess. I lived in disappointment. And then you entered our family. You became my hope for living. Someone more important than my own life.
Sister.
At the very least, I wanted to protect you. But in the end, I suppose this was the only way I ever managed it. I see. Saint Rella, the familiarity I felt from you, I finally understand what is unique about your Magla. You live as I once did. As someone who has spent her whole life preparing to die. When you all greeted me with Luis's formula in hand, I thought my heart might stop at the shock. I had always known someone might come asking one day, but I never thought it would be you, Juna. It felt like fate's hand, dealing my due punishment. That's why I'd kept an eye on you ever since then. To observe this seeker of the throne. This aspirant who possesses the lost power of the archetype. I hoped you could be the one with the power I've been seeking, but I needed to see with my own eyes.
The power you've been seeking?
Luis is more of a threat than you know. Whatever his intentions are, I know he grasps at more than just the crown. After the assault on His Highness, I was made to investigate Luis as a suspect. I touched his hand and read deeply into the flow of his Magla. I'll never forget it. He didn't hesitate at all. I expected to see his aura, but it was more like a vision plunged into my mind, pure and vivid and violent, choking me in its flow. Humans flooding the country.
innocents either fleeing or lost to madness. And amidst the chaos, I saw no throne.
He really
no
is like
castle.
Griffith.
That must be his real vision for the world.
Griffin?
A world overrun by humans. What does this mean? The man has been traveling the country doing little but slaying them, has he not? I don't know the details. But in the past 10 years,
What'd they
Luis
call
has
it?
been clad in that same magla, unchanging. If he becomes king, I know.
Can't remember what it was
vision will
called in
come true.
Berserk.
So that's how it is. If you let yourself be killed for the prince's sake,
The Knight.
you couldn't guarantee the survivors could stop Luis. That's even why you called that dragon to test us, isn't it? You wanted to see if we had the power to protect this land, and all the meek in it.
And you've proven you can. With that strength, I know you can do what I couldn't.
Something behind me is like making a clicking sound, and I think it's from my fan. I have no idea what it is, but it's clicking.
For all who deserve the truth, I shall reveal everything.
What are you going to do?
I will speak to the congregation gathered in Altabury.
I think it's like a paper
Indeed,
flapping somewhere.
It was for this purpose that I gathered them there.
What? Then
I was worried it was
that
my chair.
magic you mixed in with your speech, the real reason you linked their minds with yours.
All that's left is to strengthen the magic a bit with the power of this relic. And my words will reach Altabury. Good people, can you hear my voice?
Although at first it sounded like it was outside after I opened my window.
Dearest faithful,
As long as it's not my
can you
chair.
hear me?
What's going on? There's a voice in my head.
A voice? I hear nothing.
I apologize for startling all of you. It is I, Rella Cygnus. Through magic, I speak directly to your minds.
It's because he's got the hat, so that
Saint Rella. Is every sanctist in
they
the
can't
city
use their
hearing this?
telepathy to read his mind.
Amazing. That's some spell.
We witnessed a boy candidate who claimed to be the prince. To ascertain the truth of his words, I faced him in mutual, voluntary battle. I now see with eyes unclouded. Good people, he is
Lying
without a
to him.
doubt, His Highness the Prince. Now, there is something further you all must know. The truth of His Highness's reported death, and the truth of the attempt on his life. Sanctifex Forden was indeed behind the plot to assassinate His Highness. By this barbaric act, he sought to elevate the church and put the throne within his own grasp.
Murder our rivals, deceive the
These
masses.
revelations are only mine to give, because I was Forden's assassin. It was I who cast the curse upon His Highness. Yet all was not lost. Through all these long years, His Highness has endured the pain.
We're awful.
And now walks among his people once more.
Sanctifex Forden was really the mastermind? What am I supposed to believe? Oh, God.
Sanctist faithful, she knows not what she speaks. Close your mind to her. Damn you, Rella. You would not just expose our secrets, but cast them into our people's very heads?
Forden has already paid for his transgressions. As for me, this shall be my final address to you all. For my sins against our nation and its people, and for willingly abetting such atrocities, I will soon join our Sanctifex in the beyond. Yet know
Hulkenberg's
this,
gonna behead
dear
her.
faithful, you need not let your anxieties rule you. I have faced His Highness the Prince myself, and known his heart. His Highness will accept us. With his strength, he will shelter the lost and weak, and stand against Luis in our names. If all of you would believe, our country could be a place where all would thrive under a just king. I pray with all my heart that it will be so.
Closure-y.
Saint Rella, was this your plan from the very beginning? Damn it! Crier or not, I can't let her down. I've got a job to do.
What became of my church? My faith? How can I go on without it? I am lost. I thought myself the unshakable defender of the Sanctus Church. But should it now collapse, I cannot see my path forward. Even I, then. I, too, am one of the weak that Rella fought for.
At last, my role is at an end. Juna, I'm sorry. I only ever meant to protect you, but in the end, you'll have it the hardest.
Sister, please, you... Tell me, what do I do? Basilio, tell me. What do I do?
Lady Juna.
Just keep looking in this direction. It'll all be over in a minute.
They'll be crushed. You're their saint. You had just put their hearts at ease. What are you?
I never wanted you to see it, but... Juna, look at this.
What?
What's left of my life is a price already claimed by my own curse. Perhaps it was too cruel to ask for a quicker death at your hands. I leave Juna and this country in your hands.
Rella!
Thank you, Juna. Your life and will was always your own. If only I could have lived with your freedom. I admire you. Please don't let this change you, dear sister. I just wish I'd had more time to watch over you.
Great, now Juna's like Mr. Freeze. She's gonna spend her life figuring out how to cure the curse. For her frozen sister. By any means necessary.
The curse is gone. He's cured.
Someone shows up and kills him immediately.
Which means Rella is...
Damn it! What am I doing? It's just like me and Del. I never wanted her to go through this too.
She did not strive merely to make amends. She was as much a protector as any of us.
You're right. For her family, and for all Sanctism's faithful. Even as it cost her her own life. She really, truly wanted to guide those who looked to her. It wasn't about the church for her, it was about the people. She was the kind of sanctist others only pretended to be.
I have a feeling that many of her congregation will continue to call her the saint. I only wish she had lived to see it.
I'm with you there.
She was stubborn, fussy, a bit odd, maybe. But she'd drop everything to help someone. And she'd do it with her whole heart in all the filth of that sullied house. She was the one brilliant flower that bloomed. That's who you were. And that's why I loved you, Rella.
Ella.
Are you alright?
No. Not in the slightest. But I know wallowing isn't going to fix anything.
Exactly,
Rella's
so
given us a
let's
lot.
go.
Not just the truth about Luis. She's put the entire Sanctus congregation's support behind His Highness the Prince. You.
It's almost night, and if the air gets much thinner, we're not going to be able to fly away.
But it won't be long before you've taken second place. Just behind Luis himself.
Saint Rella saved me. I owe her my life, and I'm not gonna waste it. I'll fight with everything I have, right to the end. Let's do this.
Although we could teleport, I guess. Hey, cool. Message birds.
Saint Rella was the one who cursed the prince. And to take her own life in the name of atonement. Yet, even if she'd lived, she confessed to high treason. She'd have been executed either way. Has all I've believed in been lies?
If all you believed in were the people in the church, sure.
But didn't you hear the rest? That elder boy's the true prince. He survived. The king's true-born son's risen to take down Luis. It's like a proper myth. I've got to stand with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I might have your attention for a moment. We actually received an urgent notice a short while ago. A letter from the candidate Luis. In truth, I wasn't sure if we should read this to the public, but the criers have come to consensus. We must fulfill our duties. If this message is being read, it means
that Rella is dead. And the boy who claims himself the prince...
It's now a rap
won.
battle.
Now, only 2 aspirants remain, with any real chance at the throne. The boy, and myself. To all lessers who remain, lay down your arms and accept defeat with grace. Blind defiance will be met with death. Bare your teeth, and you will die like the dogs you are. The boy, or myself. Only one shall wear the crown.
Sounds like he's throwing down a gauntlet, doesn't it?
We need not wait for the former king's judgment to pass. Let us determine ourselves which of us is fit for rule. My proposal is this. On September the 24th, upon the grounds before the royal capital's grand cathedral, we settle this in a contest of single combat. As in our battle at the Opera House, I welcome any weapons, any number of adversaries. Collective power is its own achievement. Either way, you will die by my hand.
thus ends the letter from candidate Luis.
I knew it! It's a duel.
If Luis emerges the victor, we are surely doomed. I stand with the prince!
Nobody can beat
So the game's only got a month left?
High past time he tore that so-called prince limb from limb.
That feels hard to believe.
If he
There's gotta be something else, like something, I don't know.
become king.
Will he indeed? Reminds me of what my darling used to say. If you choose to fight, be ready when they fight back. I suppose it had to be this way. You can't fight a man for the throne without cutting a path to it first. Just come back alive. That's all we can hope for.
This defies all reason. What has Rella done? Even in death she finds a way to betray the church and raise that damned wealth.
She always seemed so timid in these chambers. Had she been scheming against us from the beginning?
We're not through yet. We must find a worthy successor and raise yet another candidate to replace Rella.
Yet, what chance do we have of winning now? Can anyone here conceive of someone as capable as Rella in winning the people's hearts? They say that even the monk Captain Godot is stepping down. There is no road forward where a Sanctus delegate can take the throne.
Then what path remains?
We must take steps now to ensure that our positions cannot be eliminated, whether by Luis or the boy. Whoever wins, we must gird ourselves.
If Luis has his way, he'd sooner have our heads than our titles.
The methods don't matter as long as we have a plan. There's no going back when our hands are already steeped in blood.
Strange to hear that said without a shred of guilt. But you're right. Survival is what matters now.
I see. Yes, that seems to explain everything. Glad to hear His Highness is all right. Hardly feels real after all the muck we've waded through. But I suppose the fates take as much as they give. And you, my girl, how are you holding up?
I'm all right. My mind's cleared a bit. Sorry. Still got to lie about it. But please don't act any different on my account. She
Okay.
put her trust in me. I can't afford to be weak now. I've a job to do. And I'm going to finish it.
Right. Understood. For now, tempting as it might be, best not to drop everything and make a dash for His Highness.
Indeed. No doubt Luis has his eyes on us, waiting for such indiscretion. We must be patient and confront him face to face.
As it happens, we were rather beaten to the punch. Just earlier, a delivery bird dropped by with urgent news from old
Message bird.
Apparently, Luis has thrust us a proper letter of challenge. Says he'll be waiting to face us on September 24th.
Delivery bird.
Grand Cathedral.
Sounds like he wants this settled before an audience. If he's going all in here, maybe he'll finally tip his hand, show his trump card.
Still got a trick up his sleeve, has he?
Luis just doesn't go around hunting humans. He's been doing proper research, trying to figure out their powers and origin for ages. Don't know how much truth there is to it, but I heard he's developed some new magic art of his own.
Yeah, there's got to be like a spilling into the world and...
New magics.
I wasn't convinced when I first heard it. Now I've met you lot and I've seen all this messing about with...
And like we basically have to fight Satan, who kills Louise for being naive,
Last
kind of
time,
thing.
we had the element of surprise, and he was wounded, and we still barely had him. Didn't end up much of a decisive victory over the perfect Count Luis. If we fight the same way we did last time, he'll kill us all.
Louise is too much of a chump to like really be the last guy.
Keep our heads up.
Or like the ultimate evil.
We still have a grace period until the day he named. Let us use the time wisely and prepare all we can.
In this form, at least. He at least needs to like transform or something, and then like something.
No.
Yes.
Right.
I beg your pardon.
Right then.
Let's rest.
Rest up for now. More anime in the morning.
Good night.
Oh, did Moore find out about the ultimate archetype? Did you discover the self, Moore?
Oh, apologies. Do you recall some of our first conversations, where I described to you how I am trapped here? I've no idea where in the world I am right now. Indeed, I cannot even remember how I was brought here. But you and your allies journey across the land. I had thought that by observing you, I might discover a kernel of those truths.
I see. You thought maybe it was the Mage Academy. After all, it was a sanctuary of knowledge. Shuttered by persecution and isolated by wastes of snow. Nobody had gone near it in years.
Indeed. And that's not all. It's faint.
Yeah, it's interesting if we leave the Mage Academy behind, like without going inside and looking around.
I myself was involved in the founding of the Mage Academy.
That's practically a sure bet, isn't it?
Well, it seems the matter is not that simple. I saw all that befell you. The Ice Dragon, the Divine Relic, the magic that the Saint cast upon her people. If all these magical influences arose close to me, I would have sensed it. How could I miss them? Yet, I sensed nothing. It's as if time stands still. Not a single sound. Only deafening silence.
Are you saying that the Mage Academy could be somewhere else?
Somewhere else, or perhaps I myself?
When else?
My obsession with archetype research, our meeting, the turmoil that has engulfed this land, just maybe, they might all be connected. I feel that in pursuit of the archetypes, we may find the truth of your life and of mine. One of those truths is that from here on, you will face more clashes between you and Luis. Clashes that power will decide. I aim to help as always. Show me what you might achieve beyond your gifts. My faith rests with you. Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The time's finally come.
Very well.
Yes.
Everyone's here. We've got the fight of our lives ahead of us. Let's
I
be
doubt
ready
this is
for
the
it.
final battle. I'm gonna be disappointed if it is. The final battle with Louise. Sky rendered to fly to previously unreachable locations, brave new challenges, be cautious of snow, inclement weather. Gather information in town about what powers Louise commands as an archmage.
All right.
And then...
You little...
Hey.
What?
Oh, we can go fight Loveless somewhere.
Oh, I smelled...
A village.
Like, what about here? What's all this? And like here, there's nothing here.
You. Now what am I to do?
Okay.
Damn it all. Yes, hello.
Honestly.
Like, I'll be disappointed if the game is ending this month.
Indeed.
Feels like there's been too much
Dismissed.
I don't know. Feels like something would be missing.
There's a runner.
Although endgame stuff is kind of happening right now. Endgame feeling stuff is happening right now.
What am I to do?
About that. Well then.
Thanks.
Let's give it a shot. That's a choice I can.
The village.
Let's help them.
All right then. Where to?
Hey. Oh, hey. Hey.
It's just Barden.
Now what am I to do?
Okay,
All right then. Where to?
we can't even go to Grand Trad? Okay, we can.
Let's
Because
go.
there's things to purify.
Close your
Maybe there's not. Stuff's not worth purifying anymore, I don't think. This is just swapping it between protecting against light and dark. I have a feeling protecting against dark is going to be more useful long term. Okay.
All right then. Where to?
So we have a request
Let's go.
back here still. It's for Yufa. You can look at the map from here.
Where to?
Let's go.
Now then, what should we do?
Oh, they take only a single day. Huh.
Now then. We'll face danger here.
Oh, we're gonna have to control the weather here.
We might fill a request.
Yeah, we have to do this.
I should.
Yeah, it's your call.
I think we'll end for today, though. There was a lot of anime today.
Farewell.
And we'll get started with activity next time, which could be tomorrow, potentially. Potentially. Right now I'm feeling a little gassed. There was a lot of anime and paying attention to story and stuff, and I don't know how much longer we've got anyway, so
What now?
on to recording here.